What's up, people? Happy Wednesday. All right, today is Wednesday. I should know the date, September 18th. Welcome to the team call. We are recording. Hi, go. So what inspired me to play that tonight is literally on our itinerary and our schedule for our retreat this weekend. Mackenzie and Danielle put on their blast Kygo like while we get ready to go out. Like, this is why, like, we are all just friends. All right, I'm gonna start sharing my screen. Cool. All right. Success Club check-in. Mickey and myself have hit Success Club. We are at 6. Kelly is at 2. Bonnie is at 2 with a little star by her name because she is going to be hitting Emerald tomorrow, which is massive because I have some other announcements about why you need to hit Emerald by like next week, why you need to hit Emerald by like yesterday. So freaking amazing. So we are all going to celebrate the heck out of Bonnie tomorrow. Obviously I will be making our graphic and we can share it and post it and create all that FOMO. So I'm so excited and so proud of you. It's been a long time coming. All right. So some housekeeping. Let's chat retreats for a minute. Okay. I know that I've said this before, but Arizona retreat. Okay. I want all of you to be there. Like, I wish that you guys were there with me. Use it as fuel. Use it as motivation to get to the next retreat. Use it as a sense to create FOMO on your Instagram. Go ahead and reshare some of the things that we are sharing because that whole like, community aspect of it is huge. Speaking of retreats, if you guys missed my live video, which I think almost everybody has seen it or they've reached out to me about it, I'm hosting our very first retreat. Yay! I always do like excited hands with my kids, like yay, like jazz hands. I'm so excited. It's going to be in the winter. It's going to be in the dead of winter in Michigan. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I know that you guys don't care because I told you that like my vision is for all of us to have like a massive slumber party together. We're going to like pop popcorn, drink all the wine. We'll find some like cool winter fests around here to go to. We'll go, hopefully like we can go outside and build snowmen, like F it. Like, it's going to be cool. A lot of you guys on our team live in Michigan. Sorry, you don't get to go anywhere exciting in January. You're just coming over to my house, but it's going to be so fun and I'm going to spoil the heck out of you. In order to be invited to this retreat, you need to end this year as a diamond coach, which means that you need to hit diamond by mid-November. And I'm saying November 14th because we have to hold it for 6 weeks, okay? It's 100% doable. It's 2 months from now. 2 months. That's a lot of time. That is a lot of time. That is a lot of time for you to put your head down, your blinders on, and hustle. And this is a goal that you want to hit. And I've been having a lot of one-on-ones with you guys this week because the second that you heard that, you're like, okay, like let's get on the call, let's chat goals. And I love that you guys are like hungry and you guys are in charge of your business and you're talking to me about this. But the one thing that I want to say is, not the one thing I want to say, I'm going to be talking forever. All the things that I want to say, when you end the year diamond and you go into 2020 as a diamond coach, you have all that momentum of holding that for 6 weeks. You hit it, you hold it, December 31st, going into January 1st, you are a diamond coach. Okay, that means that in 2 weeks, A, you're gonna be here at my house popping bottles with me because we will have champagne. But B, you're going to have all of 2020 to hit that next milestone. And you don't have to be driven by rank by any means, but I know that many of you have financial goals. And so what I mean by this is that when you go into next year being a diamond coach, that sets yourself up for in the year of 2020 to hit 2-star. The reason that you want to hit 2-star, and I'm not going to go into this like crazy, you can watch some, videos on this if you'd like. You get to open up a second business center. Your income will explode. It is literally going to double, triple whatever you are making as a diamond coach. I am very close with Mackenzie and also Megan Farley, and they have been very open with me about their finances as they've hit these milestones in their business because I'm trying to make that mental shift about what it's going to do for me. I will, 100% to anybody who has that goal. When I hit 2-star and I get to open up that second business center, I will be very open and very transparent with you if that's something that you're curious about. I know that money can be kind of an uncomfortable thing to talk about, but we have to. So I just think it's really going to be powerful, and this can so be the season of, oh, it's fall and football games and going to apple orchards. And then, oh my gosh, then it's Halloween. Oh my gosh, then it's Thanksgiving. And then, oh, I have to shop for Christmas. Oh, and then, oh my gosh, the year has ended. Okay. This is the time where it is 1,000,000% easy to take your foot off the gas pedal. Okay. 1,000,000% easy. Like I've gotten caught up in it recently with the back to school, and I can't do that because it's not going to serve me in my goals. So this is hustle season, and I'm going to be recruiting like crazy because I need like those runners who want to hustle and move with me. And I know that I have some of those people on this team, but you've just got to start showing up for you. I can't come into your house. I can't do the work for you. You've got to be very intentional with your time if this is a goal that you want to hit. It doesn't have to be, but I know that for many of you, you've expressed that this is a goal that you want to hit. So in turn, what's really cool now is there's going to be an incredible diamond push group. And I'm actually going to look at my phone real quick because I took a screenshot of this today. Or I thought I did. Yes, I did. Okay. So there is going to be a diamond push group called the October Dash. I'm going to be a part of it. It doesn't have to just be for Emerald coaches who are pushing for diamond. It can be for Star Diamond coaches who are pushing to advance their business, but I'm also trying to advance John's account to diamond. So I'm hustling for diamond as it is. So it's going to be with Danielle is going to be one of the leaders. Ashley Feldyson is going to be one of the leaders in the group. Jamie Innes, she's been in the company so long, and she has fostered some of the top 10 coaches. She has been a top 10 coach. She's from Michigan, kind of cool, fun fact. And Rachel Baldwin. They are all elite, highly ranked coaches in the network. This group is fire, you guys, absolutely fire. So qualifications, Danielle hasn't expressed that to our team much, but I got these from Ashley. And so you must be a paid Emerald coach by the end of this month. I would hit it next week, okay? Because I don't know if there's another, I haven't looked at my calendar. You need to hit Emerald by next week. We're just gonna say that. You have to be an active paid Emerald by next week. So if you had an Emerald and it dropped, like get it back. Let's see, what else? You must hit Success Club in September. You have to. You have to hit Success Club 5 in September. And then it's a $20 entry charge. Okay, so there's a buy-in. Okay, the cool thing about this is that when you hit diamond, you get a cut of that pot. And Ashley was speaking about her first diamond group that she was in. She paid money to be in. She hit diamond because she freaking hustled, and she won $1,200. This pot, I can imagine, is going to be massive if Jamie Innes's entire downline is invited, Ashley's downline is invited, Rachel Baldwin's downline is invited, and then all of our teams download. I cannot speak tonight. Sorry, guys. Downline is invited. Okay, this pot is going to be huge. $20 is not that much to pay, but when you hit diamond, because I know that you will, holy crap, that's going to be incredible. And then that's going to help you hit diamond by that November 14th date. Hold it for 6 weeks, and then our team will end the year as premier, even possibly elite, which is freaking insane that the last quarter we can do such a huge push and make stuff like this happen. So that's all I've got on that. There will be more info to come. I know that Danielle will be sharing more info as well. 6 weeks of the work is our new and latest program coming out. If you are doing Morning Meltdown 100, don't stop. Don't stop to do 6 weeks of the work. If you are not doing Morning Meltdown, maybe this lines up. Maybe you're not enjoying your program. Maybe you're in a 21-day program and it's about to end. Okay, 6 weeks of the work might be for you. 6 weeks of the work is not for everybody. Okay, you need to be knowledgeable about this. I will give you a little bit of tidbits right now, but in your coach office, there's tons of the FAQs, frequently asked questions. In the champions pages, there have been trainings on this. There is a fit test that is now available. I'm probably going to do this. I don't know if we'll all do it together in Arizona or if I'll do it next week. It's a simple fit test to see if you're ready for this, because like it's a very intense program. I know that Morning Meltdown is definitely preparing me to do this, but it's also explicit. So this is like the first Beachbody workout where like the trainer is pretty like rough and gruff and he drops F-bombs. Like, and there is going to be a clean version on Beachbody on demand. So if that's, you know, not your jam to get yelled at and somebody's saying the F word to you, dropping the F-bomb, maybe you want to listen to the bleeped out version. Or if you have your kiddos in the room with you, I know that we've got Meg and Jordan on here that sometimes have their kiddos around when they're working out. Not Meg, she wakes up at like 4 a.m, but just be mindful of this, but know that this could be a great tool for some of your clients who have finished 21 Day Fix Extreme. This would be a great next program for them. This would be a great program if somebody's bored with their Orange Theory and you can say like, hey, we've got this very intense program. I think that you would love it. Somebody who just got done playing college sports. Okay, this is not going to be for everyone. I don't want you guys going out and like spamming people with it. I'm probably not going to be pushing it much right now. I might be sprinkling it in as I get closer to finishing Morning Meltdown, that this is going to be my next program. But I'm going to take this extra time, since I'm not doing it on September 30th when it launches, to just really be very knowledgeable about it and knowledgeable about the packages and what it comes with and the equipment that you need, because as of right now, I'm not. I do know that anybody who gets enrolled with a brand new challenge pack in September can get access to this program for $10. Like, that's insane. So in my 3 women that I've gotten enrolled with this month, when I send them their welcome email, I include that. I'll say, you know, you will be getting an email towards the end of the month inviting you to do this new program. If you'd like early access to it. If not, you won't get it until the spring. Okay, so again, be knowledgeable about certain dates. All right. October challenge group. Next week, I will be firing that up, getting that kind of like up and going in terms of like the back end of it, like us scheduling out our posts. I know that I have a couple girls on here who are venturing off and they are running their own in October to give that a go. And I'm so incredibly proud of them. If you are still in my group, you are expected, if you have at least one challenger in there, to take a few days of posting. This gives you an opportunity to feel what it's like to run a challenge group. B, it's a lot on me, especially because I've got 2 with MM100. And if you guys are in my MM100 one, I have been slacking on my posting lately and just like half-assing it, but it's a lot. And so usually that's why we always tell you to at least buddy up with one other person. And I can't believe I was doing it all on my own for so long. So I will be sharing that Google Doc with you guys shortly next week. And finally, housekeeping. This call is going way too long, but I'm hoping this is all valuable information. Webinar next week for What is Coaching. This is going to be my first webinar that I do. It's going to be a Zoom link. I'm going to pick a couple people's brains on exactly how to run this, but essentially I'm going to be collecting people's emails. I will be recording it. It's either, I believe it's probably going to be Thursday night next week. And yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be new. It's going to be challenging. But it's going to be a quick 30-minute webinar, What is Coaching, to hopefully bring on some new babes onto our team. So if you have anybody that you're chatting to, definitely feel free to add them into this, collect their email addresses. And as I get my Zoom link created next week for this, I can share it with you guys if you have prospects that you would like to email it out to as well. I also have some gals on here who are also talking about running their very own coaching sneak peek. So we've definitely got some leaders emerging, which I think is absolutely incredible, especially for this big end of the year push. So be thinking about, should you be running your own challenge group? Should you be running your own coaching info session? Should you be making your own videos? Like whatever that looks like for you. All right, that's housekeeping. So I was so jazzed and fired up last week when Kelly and Jordan hosted our call on the vital behaviors. And I think it's just so nice to kind of revisit the vital behaviors and hear it from another perspective. And tonight I'm going to be touching on a lot of the vital behaviors without calling them that, because I've learned some things from some other coaches in the network from, my 2.5 years of being here. And I really want to touch on a couple things that hopefully kind of reignite that spark. So to kick things off, what I would like you to do is I would like you to drop in the chat, what was it that drew you into coaching? Was it a conversation that you and your coach had? Was it an experience that you had in the boot camp? Was it a post that you saw? What was it that made you say yes and make that shift in your brain? Helping people, being a nurse, love it. Having that FOMO when you saw us going to Summit, so that community FOMO. Looking for quick income, the finances. Just a normal conversation, bonding. Lifestyle, okay. Is it that? I don't remember. So what all of these things have in common is, it started off with another person. It started off with watching somebody else, with seeing what somebody else was doing, or having that genuine, authentic conversation with somebody, and just really making that human to human connection. And why I really wanted you guys to do this is to know that you can't lose sight of this. You can't lose sight of what drew you in, even if, you can't remember, because I couldn't even tell you what Mackenzie's post looked like. I was like, she must have looked very happy and free, and her caption must have really drawn me in, because I was like, add me to this info session. Why the F not? And so I really just want you to think, what drew you into this? Because that is what you need to be thinking of as you're having these conversations, especially as you start shifting into growing your team of coaches. Okay, so now, I want you to drop 1 or 2 words for how you're feeling at this season in your business. Oh my God, you guys. This is making me smile. This tells me that our team is doing something right, because no one said discouraged, defeated, frustrated. And I know that that would have been different a month ago, 2 months ago. We hit that spot. Everybody felt it. This, in a week, maybe 2 weeks, this has shifted our entire team's mindset. And I know that it starts with me. and like literally breathing in. And as you guys grow your team, you're going to see that, because, you know, what I do, you guys, you know, it trickles down. It really does. I could not be more proud of reading these words right now. And I want you guys to harness those feelings that you felt, okay, at the beginning when you first started, whether that was last week, last month, or if you've been with me for like a year. Okay, I want you guys to harness that and want to spread that because of how you're feeling right now in this business. Okay. Everybody's yelling in caps. All right, I gotta shut off the chat because I have squirrel brain. Okay, so we've just come out of this hard kind of place in a lot of our businesses. And I'm like, okay, like what pulled a lot of us through this hard? Because we need to do this constantly before we get deep down a rabbit hole. Okay, because a lot of us went deep down this dark rabbit hole recently, and we can't do that. We can't do that when we are in this push season, when we are in this hustle season, when we are in this learning, growing, hopeful season of life and season of our business. So I want to talk to you guys about vision. And everybody's vision is different. And I love when I hop on one-on-one calls with you guys, because everybody's is so incredibly different. Whether it's, you know, paying for a trip to Disney that you have a year out from now, a year and a couple months out from now, whether it's paying for nursing school, whether it's paying for a brand new car, like you guys have this vision for your life on what you want to accomplish because of coaching. And I want to tell you guys, that is 100% doable and possible. Like 100%, I don't ever want you to doubt that. What the difference that sets people apart who are making more than you is that they work more. They work harder. They work more hours. They send more invites. They don't do any different activities than you do. So know that that vision that you have for your life can be so incredibly real. And so you've got to be so deeply rooted in your belief of the products, and your belief of the community, and your belief in yourself, that it just exudes out of you. And I'm going to be touching on all of these a little bit more in depth in a couple of the slides. You need to be proof of the products. And I'm going to touch on that a little bit more. And I want to talk about the difference between personal and professional development, because we need both in our lives. We need both. And again, you guys, these are the vitals, and I'm just kind of playing around with them in a little bit different way, piggybacking off of last week's call. My why drives me through the hard times. And so that's why I want you guys to be thinking constantly about, why are you doing this? Like, why are you showing up on social media every day? Why are you posting your workout clips? Why are you inviting girls to join you? Your why needs to be powerful. And if you are like, oh, Ginny, I don't know if my why is that powerful, I really encourage you this weekend to like sit down, write out your why. Think about your why. Video record your why. My why, like thinking about being the mom that gets to go on my kids' field trips. Like, oh my God, like thinking about not dropping my kids off at daycare, or not, you know, putting them with a babysitter or a nanny or somebody and having them crying as I'm leaving for work in the morning. Like I see my coworkers and they're like, my son had a meltdown this morning and I just had to walk out the door. And I'm like, I don't want that. Like I want to be the present mom that's here. And like, guys, it drives me. John and I love to travel. I want to take my kids traveling. Like that is insane. And we couldn't do this if it wasn't for Beachbody. Like my why gives me chills to my core, especially as I get closer to a family. Your why doesn't have to be children and family driven, because that might not be your season of life right now, and that's totally okay. But your why, and again, talking to people about their bills and even like the simple pleasures in life, like buying essential oils because you just love the way that it makes you feel. That right there, that's your why. Like that's part of that. Okay, it's the ease and the fun of this business that keeps me going forward. This business is easy. You hear me say that all the time. This business is so easy, and it should be fun. If you're not feeling joy, you need to stop, take a step back and say, okay, like what's going on? Why am I not feeling joy? And kind of reevaluate and do some gut checks in the mirror. And then filling others' cups fills my own cup. So Mickey and I just hopped off the call and I said, watching my team have success is as good, if not better, than my own success. And it's like, I think it's also like the teacher side of me, like when you like see your kids like light bulbs moment goes off, like that's how I feel with like my team. So filling others' cups fills my own. So these are all the things that get me through my hard seasons. And that's why I'm not in a hard season for long, because I can quickly pull myself out of it because of all these things. And you guys have got to get really good at narrowing in on all of these things to pull yourself out of a hard place. So I want to talk a little bit about morning routines. A lot of us have morning routines that we love. Some of us are getting into morning routines. Megan and I are going to be starting a book club in October for the Miracle Morning. This is a book that I haven't read. I hear amazing, amazing things about it. It's basically to create amazing, healthy habits for your mornings. So I'm pumped. I really don't know what to expect. I've never run a book club before. If you guys want in on this, all you have to do is just buy the book. I got it on audio. With that, I start my morning every single day with, and I know a lot of us do, with my start today journal. So I always write, my 5 things of gratitude. Let's see, today I'm grateful for the 3-day refresh. We'll see. A good night's sleep, John folding the laundry, a new day at work, and being productive yesterday with Beachbody. Okay, those are 5 simple things that I woke up feeling grateful for. 10 dreams I made happen. I write down my 10 dreams. Superstar coach and team, earning 6 figures, debt-free, an exceptional wife, visiting 10 countries, doing Beachbody full-time, living in the house we built and designed, vacationing at our lake house. I am happy, healthy, and confident, and I own my own business. Don't know what business I want to own, but who knows? It's on there. And then the goal I'm going to achieve first is 2-star premier. Okay, I share this with you guys because this is my heart. This is what I do every single day. Then I get out. I've got a mess on my desk. Then I get out this notebook. I do a couple bullet point to-do lists, workout, invite, connection follows, prep for team call, and then I have a couple work prep things on there too. And then I always write the actions I do today are building my future, work hard, and invite to coaching. Okay, so these are my things. And I just heard about the visualization. And I was listening to Ashley Felddyson speak on this. And she said that her morning routine includes all of this. She does not look at her phone. She does not bring her phone into her office with her. And she puts on some calming music. She closes her eyes and she visualizes all of her dreams. And you guys, I visualize in the sense where I can see all of you guys sitting in my kitchen here and me pouring you guys champagne. Like I can see that. Like I can see us cuddled up on the couch with with my fireplace on. Like I can see that, but I don't actually sit down every single morning and visualize, me walking across the stage as, representing our team as a superstar team. Or I don't actually sit there every single day and do that. And I want to. I want to starting my mornings by visualizing, me driving my kids to school every day, or me going on my kids' field trips every day. I want to visualize John and I sitting in Italy, eating pasta and drinking wine. Because when you start your day that way and taking the 5 to 10 minutes to visualize those things, think about how much harder you're going to work. Think about how much more intentional you're going to be with your time when you start your day visualizing all the things that you want to make happen. Okay, so that's something that I really want to start trying to do. So phone free. Some people meditate. I don't know, trying to jump on the bandwagon, not so much yet. I know that there's some apps out there. I know that people love to do it and it's super beneficial. But start getting into a healthy morning routine. If you don't have one, get in the book club, The Miracle Morning, with us. Like we're gonna be movers and shakers in here. All right. Speaking of books and personal development versus professional development, this is one of our vital behaviors. We need both. And podcasts are amazing, and podcasts can speak to personal, and podcasts can speak to professional. But I think that there's something so powerful about finishing a book from start to finish with one of these topics in mind. I love Audible. I love popping in my headphones while I'm meal prepping or, having it play through my car as I'm driving to work. So personal development really focuses on your energy. It focuses on your mindset. It focuses on making you a good human. Okay, the energy bus is one that I just started that I'm loving. And another good example of this is Girl Stop Apologizing. Those are two examples of personal development. Okay, the other end of things is professional development. This strengthens your mind as a business owner because you are all business owners right now. And this also strengthens your mind for leadership skills, okay? Because you will be growing a team. I think it was Bonnie last week on the team call when I was listening to the recording, so that she hated the compound effect or listening to the compound effect. It was just terrible. What I want to tell you about the compound effect is there is almost an identical book to it called The Slight Edge. Those two are super comparable. I was told to pick one or the other. I picked the compound effect. The compound effect I loved. I think it's super beneficial. And I know that Bonnie just didn't like the way that I read her, it was super monotone or whatever. And she even said that there's a lot of good information in it. And if you don't like the way that it's read, buy the hard copy or get a new book or revisit it at a different season in your life. The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. He is fire, you guys. Grant Cardone, his voice is hard for me to listen to, but he is straight fire. He just really tells you to level the F up in your business. He has another book, Be Average or Be Obsessed or Be Average. That's it. Be Obsessed or Be Average. And I haven't been able to get through it. I think I was listening to it at a wrong season. So right now I'm finishing the energy bus because we just kind of came out of a little bit of a low summer end and low summer energy. And right now my work is literally sucking the life out of me. I'm listening to the energy bus. I need that in my season of life right now. After this, because we are in a push hustle mode, I will be listening to a professional development. You need both, and you need to be able to identify which season of life you're in. If you need recommendations, it is in our new coach training. I created a whole PDF on it, or just reach out. I've got tons of recommendations for you. Keeping the invites fun is another way to just get yourself out of a rut. So your voice and passion should come through your invites, because if you are doing the programs, you are drinking your freaking Shakeology every day. Who doesn't love Shakeology? If you're doing beach bars or Energize, whatever, when you're speaking to somebody, you will never come across as salesy if you love it, because you are going to be so passionate about what these things have done for you. Even if you're a newer coach and you've only been doing this for a week or 2 weeks, look at this right now. You are on a team call, you have started doing a program, you are already seeing some shifts in yourself. Your passion and your voice should always come through on those invites. And you cannot be afraid to press send. Every single one of you, there's 7 of us on this call, every single one of you is here because I said yes. Okay? Every single one of you is here because I said yes. Do not be selfish and not send the invite, because you never know who is going to say yes on the other end of that. Okay? You can't play God and decide who's going to say yes to your stuff and who isn't, when their time is right, when it's not. What you can control is pressing send to put the offer out to them. Okay? You've got to be so comfortable in this business. And I'm about to make a video to welcome all new coaches and attach it to my email, because I really want this to hit home with new coaches. Is you have to learn as you go and grow in this business. You cannot wait until you have all the answers to start. You just have to start, and you have to learn by failing forward. And when you do that, you will have success, because you're going to learn what works and what doesn't. If you just keep waiting and watching all the training videos and just waiting, you're never going to get anywhere. You've just got to go for it and learn as you go. You're going to grow, you're going to fail, and you're going to tweak, and it's going to be perfect. I have my windows open and I have my ring light on, and people probably think I'm so weird sitting in here. Okay. The other thing, and yes, this is my last one, filling someone's cup for recognition. And I was always, to be honest, annoyed with this vital behavior because I'm like, how am I supposed to shout somebody out on my Instagram every single day? Like, oh my gosh, it doesn't have to be public. I don't know what I was thinking, but your recognition does not have to be a public recognition. You need to think about how good you feel when someone compliments you. I had a really tough afternoon today, and I had to step out of my classroom and regather myself and come back in because I was very emotional and I did not want my students to see me that way. Um, I came back in, and one of my sweetie pies, he came up and he gave me a hug. He knew. And then he went back to his table and he said, Mrs. Bonhart's just the best teacher ever, to all the people sitting at his table. And I needed it in that moment. You never know who needs that in that moment. And that was for me today from a 5-year-old. So I want you to think, could you shout someone out in the boot camp? Just simply sending them a message. Doesn't even have to be your client. Could you shout someone out on Instagram, telling them how amazing they look? Could you message, a coach on our team, on Mackenzie's team, on Danielle's team, on Sam Zaremski's team, and say, hey, I love how you show up on your Instagram. You are so freaking inspiring. Okay. How can you just take a second of your day, not a second, it's probably going to take you a minute of your day to fill someone's cup. And if you keep your brain dump journal or the note section of your phone, write down their name, keep a list going. And there's this children's book called Being a Bucket Filler. And the idea is that everybody's walking around this world and they're carrying an invisible bucket. And the invisible bucket is there to house all of your good feelings and all of your good emotions. And, you fill someone's bucket by helping someone, by using kind words and doing all these things. And obviously it goes into don't be a bucket dipper, can't dip into somebody's bucket. But I think it's a really good analogy for all of us to think about that's that recognition piece. It doesn't have to be a big public outpour, but to just do one thing a day to fill someone's cup, to fill someone's bucket, to make them feel good, because it is in turn going to make you feel amazing inside. And then you never know what's going to happen from that point. Or you never know if someone had a tearful afternoon like I did, and then that changed everything. So I really want you guys to take that recognition piece seriously. And it's something that I don't think I've taken completely seriously either. I've always been Thursday, recognition day, yada, yada. It should be a daily thing in our practice. And the last piece I'm going to leave you with is a Grant Cardone quote, because he is a boss. You won't get much done if you only grind on the days that you feel good. Don't just work this business when you feel like working this business. You said yes for a reason. You were made to do this. You can change so many lives, including your own. So don't just do this on the days that you feel like it. Make it a habit. Make it a routine. Make it part that's ingrained in you, because you guys, I promise you, it is so incredibly worth it. Speaking from so much experience and so much more to go, it is so incredibly worth it. And I'm not perfect. I'm the first one to admit it. I'm not perfect. There are days that I don't feel like working. But if you want something massive to happen because of this opportunity, you need to get stuff done even when you don't feel like it. All right, now I'm going to read the 52 things that you guys have written in the chat. If you guys have anything to say, you can unmute yourself or ask any questions or anything as I read this.
I can save you from scrolling all the way back. I asked how long you spend on your morning routine.
With the Start Today journal and a brain dump, it's probably 10 minutes, super quick or less. Because the Start Today journal, do you have one?
No.
You write the same things every single day for your 10 dreams. Your gratitude just changes. So I'm writing the same 10 every single day. So it's not like I'm generating 10 new ideas. And then my brain dump, I literally have 7 bullet points. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, I think I just have issues getting caught up in things, and I'm terrible at stepping away from them.
Yeah, so you haven't read the Miracle Morning?
Mm-mm.
I think, well, I know you have to get married or something, but that might be a good one for a book for you, just to get into a good morning routine. At least I'm hoping that that's going to help me too. No phone, set a timer to do a couple of these things, but Rachel Hollis has a podcast episode on how she does her start today journal, so that even if you just wanted to do it in a notebook and not buy it, she walks you through it and the point of it. So that's good. Still reading through. I know that when I was listening to Ashley Feldison on her morning routine, she said that she spends about 10 minutes doing the visualization piece. Audible does cost money. Yeah, Bonnie's right, like $15 a month, but then you get the credits for books. Think you can have a shared account, because I think John and I like share an Audible account, and you can have like 2 phones. So if you have like your mom or somebody that wants to like go in on it with you. Puffing out kids, you guys are so funny. Oh, I love you guys.